Wait, are we supposed to release this?
Kill them all.
Alright, so those dudes moved up. I've got a shotgun and a LMG and a bogan. So it's going to be 12 and...
So you use playing cards in this system?
Yeah, we're using it for activation because it's not an I-Go-You-Go system. It goes by cards. And so right now we're using playing cards. And I'm going to do a PDF.
They're out in the home
cut out kind of their own that are kind of Quar specific, with Quar symbols and that sort of thing.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll go around.
Okay. You got a marker for that or do you want one?
I don't have
Were these guys running away?
Yes,
they are.
Shut up.
They broke
It's because his dice cheat.
Well, don't take it personally.
Oh, I'm not taking it personally.
Sound like you are.
Well, I've already won, so it doesn't matter.
So who built this?
The tank?
I did the master.
Yeah.
This is my first, so it's a little rough. The cast is a little rough. There's some air bubbles in there. I was in a hurry to get it done for the con.
Yeah. Wow.
Two suppression.
Who painted up the cavalry?
I did those.
Yeah.
Anthony?
Very nice.
You can see them on the website.
Now, Pete, you realize that you gave the Rat Tap domain name wrong in the.
I did not.
Wait, that's
Yes, you did.
Two suppression with a different die. Here. Alright, sure.
Just walk over top of it. All right, so let's go chat with Josh.
So, hopefully the full rule set will be out hopefully in September. Right now we've got kind of a 30-page book that's just the basic rules. At the end of September we should have, there'll be missions, a lot of fluff, and a lot of art and maps and that sort of thing to kind of give a lot more background to the universe and that sort of thing. And there'll also be the release of the first Quar faction, the second faction, the Royalists, the Crusaders. We've got the Crusaders out now. And so at the end of September we'll probably be releasing another basic infantry squad and some officers for the second faction, and then throughout the rest of the year release some artillery, the tank, and some other things to kind of flesh out the second side.
So the tank you're referring to is the one that's on the table.
Yeah, the one
now.
on the table. Right now it's our first kind of resin vehicle, and I did the master and that sort of thing, and figuring out kind of how to mass produce resin, which has been a little bit of a challenge. So
It always is tricky. So what size page size are you looking at for the rulebook?
Page size, I think right now we're right around 96, and we're kind of doing it the Crown format, which is kind of the size of the Osprey books. And that's kind of what we're going to shoot for all the books. The other thing we're working on is an art book that's kind of mimicking an Osprey book in style. It's just kind of be an art and a history book of a battle, a famous battle in Quar history. And we hope to have that probably out in March. So that's kind of our goal, is about a 96-page book for all the stuff we do.
Now those going to be offset printed, or are you going to do those through Lulu?
Currently we're playing around with Lulu. We did this test rulebook that we have now through Lulu, and it's pretty promising. There were some weird printing issues that we've worked out. We did a kind of a single second print run, and we've got most of those worked out. So should kind of like going through Lulu. The price kind of fluctuates depending on how many books you order, but they turn them around quick, and there's no new setup fee if you change the files and that sort of thing. So I don't know, it's kind of cool. It's pretty promising.
Okay. So now, what sort of stuff do you guys have out for the Quar now? You've got the infantry, the cavalry.
Right. So right now there's a lot of basic infantry. There's cavalry. There's a lot of officer figures.
See how those Crusaders are. They're shelling the farmhouse.
A lot of different little characters, and some tankers, and that sort of thing.
Food sources. They're depriving the locals of food sources.
I think that right now there's probably close to 30 different sculpts in the Quar line.
I get you.
And then they're pretty multi-part with separate backpacks and heads and that sort of thing, so they're pretty customizable. There's a lot of just sprues and spare heads with goggles and helmets and that sort of thing.
And so everything that, with the exception of the tank, everything that's on the table right now is available from your store?
Absolutely. ZombieSmith.com.
Excellent. Thanks.